There is a flower in the garden. There is a flower in the garden. They often cannot be foremen. They often cannot be foremen. She was dancing in front of the mirror to her favorite song. She was dancing in front of the mirror to her favorite song. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that. If you eat too much, you gain weight. If you eat too much, you gain weight. We are against this proposal. We are against this proposal. I have never eaten this. I have never eaten this. I have to buy a new house. I have to buy a new house. He didn't come to the party because he was sick. He didn't come to the party because he was sick. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. I take a nap when I'm feeling tired. I take a nap when I'm feeling tired. Your colleague was eternal. Your colleague was eternal. I go to the gym twice a week. I go to the gym twice a week. He went to the gym to exercise. He went to the gym to exercise. The nurse will come later to change your bandages. The nurse will come later to change your bandages. He ran 5 miles this morning. He ran 5 miles this morning. He didn't thank you. He didn't thank you. I'll cook dinner tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll cook dinner tonight at 7 o'clock. Was my brother an artist? Was my brother an artist? I will finish this game and after that I will go out. I will finish this game and after that I will go out. He rarely goes to parties. He rarely goes to parties. He wrote a letter to his grandmother. He wrote a letter to his grandmother. He disciplined himself to study every day. He disciplined himself to study every day. Since when do you like basketball? Since when do you like basketball? Weren't we lawyers 2 minutes ago? Weren't we lawyers 2 minutes ago? Do we climb? Do we climb? Should not call after a century. Should not call after a century. May occur frequently. May occur frequently. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Can't he be a night guard? Can't he be a night guard? The window was accidentally broken. The window was accidentally broken. He must not forget to feed the cat while we are away. He must not forget to feed the cat while we are away. I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying. May indicate annually. May indicate annually. The restaurant will serve breakfast all day. The restaurant will serve breakfast all day. I have one child. I have one child. He plays football. He plays football. I will go to work. I will go to work. He never eats spicy food. He never eats spicy food. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. His brother-in-law was a sportscaster. His brother-in-law was a sportscaster. Could you please button up my dress? I can't reach the top. Could you please button up my dress? I can't reach the top. They speak English fluently. They speak English fluently. As you remember. As you remember. Their wives were counselors. Their wives were counselors. Couldn't they prove it? Couldn't they prove it? We went hiking in the mountains last weekend. We went hiking in the mountains last weekend. You can play outside until dark. You can play outside until dark. They are watching a movie right now. They are watching a movie right now. Will you go to school today? Will you go to school today? The train leaves from platform 3. The train leaves from platform 3. The children were building sand castles on the beach. The children were building sand castles on the beach. They shouldn't be interested in the afternoon. They shouldn't be interested in the afternoon. His stepfather was on the jury. His stepfather was on the jury. What should I say? What should I say? Have you ever tried skydiving? Have you ever tried skydiving? Wasn't he a watchman every year? Wasn't he a watchman every year? They have been married for 10 years and have 2 children. They have been married for 10 years and have 2 children. Can you report? Can you report? To join. To join. The plumber fixed the leaky pipe. The plumber fixed the leaky pipe. Can you come for a checkup tomorrow? Can you come for a checkup tomorrow? Playing football is fun. Playing football is fun. Can it connect to 5 a.m. earlier? Can it connect to 5 a.m. earlier? Was unorganized. Was unorganized. Caught a fish in the lake. Caught a fish in the lake. Were his parents overseers? Were his parents overseers? Have you ever tried bungee jumping? Have you ever tried bungee jumping? He lost his phone. He lost his phone. We did not exercise in the afternoon. We did not exercise in the afternoon. The dog chased the ball in the garden. The dog chased the ball in the garden. He wants to visit London and I want to visit him too. He wants to visit London and I want to visit him too. He lived in the city for years before moving to the countryside. He lived in the city for years before moving to the countryside. Was your grandfather a civil servant? Was your grandfather a civil servant? He is playing the piano. He is playing the piano. We saw them in the store. We saw them in the store. I just finished my homework. I just finished my homework. Will not be suitable. Will not be suitable. Do they count after 5 evenings? Do they count after 5 evenings? We have already booked our tickets. We have already booked our tickets. These are lively festivals. These are lively festivals. His brothers were musicians. His brothers were musicians. Driving when tired. Driving when tired. He will start his new job next Monday. He will start his new job next Monday. We went to the city by train to visit the museums. We went to the city by train to visit the museums. It could be a great opportunity for you. It could be a great opportunity for you. The company's legacy dates back to the 1950s. The company's legacy dates back to the 1950s. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. I have to call my parents to check on them. I have to call my parents to check on them. Whose watch is this? Whose watch is this? Cannot adapt. Cannot adapt. How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? I can't focus. I can't focus. When I spoke to their previous manager, they said the same thing. When I spoke to their previous manager, they said the same thing. That contact. That contact. We are hiking in the mountains. We are hiking in the mountains. The cat slept on the couch all day. The cat slept on the couch all day. I need to have my wound dressed. I need to have my wound dressed. The East Coast was hit by a hurricane. The East Coast was hit by a hurricane.